Things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Goldman. The left side completion to Jones. 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Goldman.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Nice little juke. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Rudolph. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. First down, Nighthawks. Rudolph looking to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now it's Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to the air, Rudolph. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Nighthawks get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Goldman got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. At the 47-yard line. Back to throw. Goldman. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Touchdown! Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bulls will extend their lead here just before halftime. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Pierce in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Goldman. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rudolph now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Then it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw. Goldman. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. A run straight ahead with Achane. 131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Goldman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Goldman. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Option handoff now to Achane. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Achane once more. Now he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
McPherson on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. Fighting down past the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Call that a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Rudolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Rudolph. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rudolph throwing again. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Goldman. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Looking to throw. Goldman. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Goldman. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now a dump off here complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Rudolph. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
That is caught. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Rudolph going to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2 from the 41. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Nighthawks.
Now Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd down and 8.
At the 34-yard line.
Now it's Rudolph. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 34 yards. And the Nighthawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldman. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goldman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Mason Rudolph, 22 yards. And the Nighthawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Goldman. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Goldman.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is taken at the 18. There goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At their 40.
Operating from the gun. Goldman. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off play action. Goldman. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bulls are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Rudolph.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Rudolph. And that's incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
4th down, desperation time for Rudolph.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Rudolph. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
Rudolph on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Rudolph's throw pulled in by Aguilar.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Rudolph looking to throw it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Pierce in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, a little under 1:50 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And the Brooklyn first down.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Rudolph's throw complete there to Beckham.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Rudolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Throwing here, Rudolph.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's second and a yard. Now Rudolph.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now it's Rudolph.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's first and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. You think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Rudolph looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
3rd and 19.
Back to throw, Rudolph.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big?
In trouble, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
At their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Now a toss. Hubbard going left.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Rudolph. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
And we all know how talented this fastest guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Chicago offense set to get started. This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series broke everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
At the 39-yard line.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And down to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This to win it in overtime.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Chicago, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.